I went from wasting hours a day scrolling and playing games to now not even having TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat on my phone. That massively reduced my screen time and gave me back the time and motivation to actually work on myself. I built a great physique, I learned to play the piano, and even made my first money online. Now in this video, I want to show you the habits that had the biggest impact on my screen time so that you can also escape your phone addiction and working on your goals and living a healthier life becomes way easier. But first, you have to understand why habits are so important. So, habits determine your life's outcome. Think about someone going to the gym once and someone going to the gym once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. That's the difference between one-time action and a habit. It's huge. If you think long term, the guy who goes to the gym 4 times a week, of course, builds a good physique, and the other one who goes one time, nothing really changes. With screen time, it's the same. So, of course, there are some actions, some one-time actions that decrease your screen time faster, but at the end of the day, the habits count, what you do on a daily basis. And because habits are so important, today I am going to show you 3 habits that really helped me and not everybody talks about, so there are more of these underrated habits. Underrated habit number 1, getting awareness over your phone usage. So what does that mean? It just means that you are aware over your phone usage. So the thing is, using your phone, using social media, pulling out your phone from your pocket, that's all habits. It all happens automatically. And now to really change something on your behavior, you have to be aware of your behavior. And there are a few simple tricks you can use to get more awareness. So one thing you are actually doing right now already is watching this type of content. Because if you think about someone who, for example, a drug addict who smokes weed, and there are 2 people, one thinks it's cool, he's just doing it every day, it's cool. The other one is in the same position, but now knows, okay, it's actually really harmful for myself, takes my motivation away, and so on. So 2 people who are doing the same, but the one has the awareness that the stuff that he is doing is not good for him, that's bad for him, and long term this person will probably get away from it, or at least it's way more probable than this guy getting away from it because he doesn't even know that it's bad for him. If you think about the people you know, probably most of them, or maybe not most of them, but probably there are really many people that use their phone a lot, maybe 5 hours of screen time, I don't know, but that use it a lot, but don't even know that it's a problem, or no, it's maybe not that good for me, but it's also not that bad. But you already know that it's not good for you, that it's a problem. So that's the first step, that's already good. And the second step, it's more of a pro tip, you don't have to do it directly, but to get more awareness over your behavior in general and also over your phone behavior, you can start meditating. So meditating is just being aware of the present moment and looking at these automatic actions that you do all the day, so all these habits and so on, through a new lens. So you get aware of your daily habits, daily automatic actions, and start to realize what is getting you to use that phone. So for example, for many people, probably for you too, it's when you are sitting somewhere, don't have anything to do, and you get a bit bored. That's like this one trigger that gets you to pull out the phone and just numb your thoughts or just do something else. That's one example. And with meditation, you really see your behavior clearer, and that gets you more awareness over your behavior in general, and specifically over your phone usage, and that lays the foundation so that you actually can change something on your behavior. So after you know the 3 habits, I'm going to show you some other action steps how to actually implement them. But now to underrated habit number 2, not taking your phone to bed with you. Okay, that's more of a basic advice, of course, but that's also a habit that's really important. So if you are still taking your phone into bed with you, charging it next to you and sleeping next to it, then you need this advice. No matter how simple it is or how basic or how often you already heard it, that's the advice you need right now. So that's really a habit that's really important, because if you take your phone to bed with you and then when it's your bedtime and you would have 8 hours of sleep normally, but you start scrolling on TikTok, and of course it's engineered so that you spend the most amount of time possible on it. So you spend maybe a few hours even scrolling there, and that really takes away from your sleep, from your life satisfaction in general, and from your direction in life, because you're even in bed where you have to calm down normally, you still don't get thoughts. You still can numb your thoughts and so on. So it's really has a big bad impact if you take it with you to bed. And it's really like borrowing fun from tomorrow. You're just in your bed scrolling and taking the fun away from tomorrow. It's not even fun anymore after the first 2 reels or something. So it's really something that it's not worth it. And I'm going to give you some implementable advice for that also later. But if we want really all these habits with implementable steps and the one-time actions that instantly decrease your screen time, and also the root cause that's causing your phone addiction, so that you are not only working on the symptoms but also really on the root cause, then you can look into the description. There's a step-by-step course which gets you from scrolling pretty much all the time to having a really low screen time or even deleting social media. But now let's keep going. Underrated habit number 3, going outside. So that's also a bit more basic, but that's really the stuff that helped me and will probably also help you. Now maybe you think, yeah, okay, going outside, taking a walk, maybe would be good, but it's boring. I mean, I can just do this step and then it's all right. But really give it a chance, because going outside for me was, at first, it's going to be boring, of course. If you are really overstimulated and now getting outside where not really any stimulation is there. So the best way to do it is just taking a walk without your phone, just going into nature and so on. And of course that's boring at first because you don't have your phone with you. But if you're currently really more or less addicted to your phone and have it with you all the time, I still really recommend to you just going outside without your phone, taking a walk, because just not taking your phone with you is probably going to be a special experience for you. Probably at first it's going to be a bit boring, but then you're going to really enjoy the nature. At least that's how it went for me. Often with social media, it's not, or with these phone addictions, it's not solely that you just spend too much time on your phone. It's often also you don't have enough to do outside your phone. Not the case for everyone, but often that's really the case. So I really recommend to you to just go outside, if it's just taking a walk to nature, trying to enjoy it, just trying to not be stimulated all the time, or if it's really going after a hobby, learning a new skill. Maybe if you think skateboarding is cool, starting with that, or anything else, just doing something outside your home. So now a quick summary of all these habits and how to actually implement them so that you can really reduce your screen time. So the first habit, or the first thing we talked about, was awareness. So what you can do to raise your awareness for your phone usage is first watching videos like these. You're already doing this, good. Then the pro tip, meditation, that really takes it to another level and long-term affects your life in a really positive way. Even if you don't realize it at first, it's really worth it. And 3 is downloading an app that's called OneSec. So OneSec is this app. I'm going to show you a video here somewhere on the screen that just gets a bit more friction into this social media use, because all those apps, they are designed so that you can go there as frictionless as possible. And what you can do is to add a bit of friction with these apps, like OneSec, for example, that I use. So that's what you can do to raise your awareness for your phone usage. Watching videos like these, downloading an app like OneSec, adding friction, or actually starting to meditate. So not taking your bed to your phone. So not taking your phone to bed with you. That's the second thing we talked about. And how can you actually implement it? Well, it's actually not that it's actually not that complicated. It's just not having your charger, your phone charger, next to your bed, because that's what I used to do back in the days, charging my phone next to me in the bed. And that's really something you can fix right now. Just get your charger, put it into another power plug, and charging your phone there then, because you have to charge your phone, and probably it's overnight. And if your charger is just somewhere else, many people say, okay, just do it in another room. But also if you have your alarm on your phone and so on, it's all right if it's in your room, but just not having it in your bed. That's the most important step you can take. And another point, if you're addicted, be addicted on your couch or somewhere else, because having this habit of going to bed and having your phone with there, it teaches your brain, okay, the bed is not really just to wind down, it's also just this place where I'm getting stimulated and so on. So I would just get this rule for you, that you say, okay, even if I'm scrolling at night and missing my bedtime and so on, I'm not scrolling in the bed. I'm scrolling on the couch or somewhere else, because that's also something that gets you more awareness. Because if you're in bed at 12 o'clock at night and scrolling, you still may think, yeah, okay, I'm scrolling, but actually, I mean, I am in bed. So it's not that bad. I mean, I'm pretty much sleeping. I'm not sleeping. I'm scrolling, but I'm in bed, so it's all right. So I'm in my bedtime. It's all right. But if you are on your couch at 12 o'clock at night and scrolling, I would say it's something else. You have more of an awareness. Okay, I'm really missing my bedtime here. I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm just scrolling and taking fun from tomorrow. So that really also gives you more awareness, and that's a rule that's really helpful for you to stop using your phone in the bed. Not taking your phone to bed. 2 parts. Not charging your phone in your bed, so that you have the charger somewhere else, and setting the rule that if you're addicted or if you want to scroll late tonight, you're not doing it in the bed, you're doing it somewhere else. So the third part we talked about was going outside. Actually, it's not that complicated. There are not so many things to talk about. But what I can tell you, of course, it's a bit of friction. Of course, it's not extremely easy. That's just how it is, you know. Everything that really gets you to a positive direction long term is going to take a bit of courage maybe, or a bit of friction you have to overtake. Of course, if you're at home, you can walk around shirtless, nobody cares. You're at home, you're in your comfort zone. And going outside is a bit more outside your comfort zone. But I just suggest giving it a shot. You don't have to do it every day. Of course, it would be good, but if you're just trying it out one time, leaving your phone at home, going outside, or if you are on the decision of going outside with your phone, or not going outside at all because you're then not stimulated enough and so on, then I would say go out with your phone, just doing something. I actually have wrote down a few variations. So if you really have nothing to do, if you don't know what to do outside, for example biking, or just doing a hobby like skating, playing basketball and so on, even if none of your friends go with you, just trying it out. I mean, if there are other people, they don't even care if you are there. So just doing something. And something I like to do, so that's really now depending on your location, but we have this river or lake combination, kind of. It's something between those two near our village, and that's really something I like to do, just driving there with my bike and going into the water. Even if it's cold, it's really something that makes you feel a bit more alive. So third part, going outside, what you can do, just doing it, giving it a shot. Do anything outside, doesn't really matter, just not sitting at your home, just doing nothing. So that were the habits and things that will help you to decrease your screen time and actually start living a more fulfilling life. So like I said, these were the habits that helped me. But the thing is, your phone addiction is only a symptom of something deeper. And if you want to know the root cause of your phone addiction and how to fix it at the root instead of somewhere in the symptoms, then you can watch this video. There I'm talking about the root cause and how to actually start fixing it from the foundation and from the origin of the addiction. So implement those habits and your screen time will decrease by a lot. I will guarantee that. It's that simple. If you just do the stuff I said in this video, it's going to happen. Your screen time is going to get less and you will start to live a more fulfilling life where you're not only scrolling and getting stimulated passively, but also actually doing something. So I hope you took something out of this video. Bye.